99. Oh, we are one day away from the 100 mark. So I'm excited to see what tomorrow's going to bring us, which is continuity. We have to get to 108, right? That's the only way you could do Tai Chi, right? Is to go to 108. So day 99. Today we are celebrating World Wellness Week, our Well-Being Week. And this is an initiative actually in the dance world. And I'm very excited to have stumbled across it this morning, not realizing. But I'm happy to pull in anything about well-being. So as I'm researching on my dissertation for integrative health and just looking at reflexes in the body and how we develop them, today I am going to share with you some insights that may help you realize where Tai Chi can play such an important role in you changing other things in your life. So to get started today, I'm going to start a little bit different than I normally do. And I'm going to get you to try some different skills. So hopefully if you connect on, you'll know what we're up to. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get you to do the following pieces for me. And I don't want you to think about it, I just want you to do it. So I'm going to get you to go across and touch your hand to your foot across the front. And see how that coordinates. And then I want you to go to the side. See how that coordinates. And then I want you to go to the back. And that's going to be opposite. All right. Okay. So what we want to know is, did you transition easily through each one? And if you didn't, which was the one that caused you the most trouble? When we've been in class, it's usually the one that goes behind for people, because the back dimension we don't use as much. We're not backing up and trying to do things backwards. Most of the time we'll turn around and try to do it facing the front. Some people is sideways. And sideways means you avoid doing anything that goes over. So doing something like this, you would turn, face the front, turn, more than you would just transition from one side to the other. You might also have trouble coordinating what's happening on one side to the other side, which could be something like a brush knee, which has opposite things happening. So if there was a problem somewhere in there, you've now identified where. So what we're going to do is a couple of things to see if it coordinates a little bit better. From the Tai Chi perspective, it would be movement. I do have a quick fix, which comes from my Touch for Health Life, and that is you take your fingers on either side of your collarbone here. So you got the little hollow here. You're just going to go down from there a little bit wider. It's like two little soft spots there. And then you're going to take your fingers, just make it like a cone, almost like this, but open. It's going to go around your belly button. So you're just going to make a cone around your belly button. And then you're just going to rub there. This is for side to side. So that's where our hand was stretched out and our foot went to the side. This will actually coordinate that. Other hand, change sides, rubbing on both sides at the same time. All right. So that'll coordinate that. Then we're going to go up and down. So we're going to put one finger up on the top, and we're going to move the skin back and forth, and the other one's going to go on the bottom and move the skin back and forth. It's like brushing your teeth through your lips. Okay? Fingers go around, and then change. You do about 10 seconds of each, roughly. Okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to go, that would be, for up and down switching. So that would be the top half of the body to the bottom half of the body. Okay, so that is you go to reach up with your hand and your foot doesn't follow to step up onto something. That would be not being able to coordinate that. Now we have the back dimension, this one. Okay, so this one you're going to be rubbing your tailbone, just make a fist, go right into your tailbone, you're just going to draw a big circle there. The other hand is going to go around in the front. This is coordinating the front half of the body to the back half of the body. Okay, and change and rub on that side, which I can actually do. My frozen shoulder is getting better. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, so now we've coordinated that. Let's see what happens. You bring it across, and then you go to the side, loop into the lamp, and the back. So now you may notice that was a little bit easier and you didn't even have to think about it, which was the same for me. And I can coordinate those pretty easily because I do that all the time. But I didn't even have to think. I was like, oh, okay, now I've got to go to the side. Didn't even think that. I was just side. And off I went. So you may have noticed a shift that happened. Now that would be the non-Tai Chi way to do it. But let's do the Tai Chi way and see if it changes even more. So let's do the first 17. If you wish to sit down, go for it. You've seen me do that. If you're new to Tai Chi, I would suggest just sit down. Do all the actions straight forward, just follow what you see, and then we'll build and develop it as we go along today. So for those of you that know it already, I'm just going to adjust this so you can still see my feet. And then I'll do 17. All right, so let's start with the bow. So we have our feet shoulder width apart. Ladies grab the left thumb, gentlemen grab the right. This is going to come through. And then open. Sink down into those feet. Okay, commencement. And let that go. Think about that deep breathing we've talked about the last couple of days. This is going to expand the right side. Hold the ball. Step with the left foot. Left grasp its tail. Hold the ball. Step with your right foot. Grasp its tail. Bow and arrow back. Palm to palm. Open the hands. Two hands go out. Sinks back. Turn the whole right side. Comes up. Whip to one side. Step with your left foot. Reach up. Sink into your right. Turn that foot. Heel's going to go out. Sink. Bring that together. Foot, hand, turning the toe, glide across. Place the foot. White stork spreads wings. Drop. Nice deep breaths. Step through, left foot. Brush knee. Half a step. Heel goes out. Sink. Open the hands. Brush knee left. Twist step, brush knee right, twist step, brush knee left, half a step, heel goes out, sink. You hold right there, just get it back up so you can still see me. Open, brush knee left. Twist step, hold the flowers, step pakwa, in, out, sink, step through, and punch. Wipe the sleeve. Two hands. My low cup almost stuck in there. Turn, turn, sink, crosses over, open, and let that go. Sink. That was really sweet. Okay, let's put the bow on the end, finishing with gratitude. Again, we've talked about the bow. You can go back up the way it came, or you can push into the feet. The hands will come up the front, open, and then sink. Right. Okay, so now go back and check. Front, foot is what I was looking for. And then side. and then back. Okay. All right. Was that any quicker? For me, I realized the top half of my body coordinated nicer with the bottom half. And I don't even know what nicer means, except that it was like it just wanted to go together. So this wanted to reach at the same time, and this wanted to reach at the same time. Sometimes my brain goes, okay, find your foot. It's like this little slow dialogue that goes on, find your foot, and then I try to get there. But this time it was just, oh, they want to be together, and it just went there. So what I wanted to show you is how doing movement changes the way that you're going to be able to function in different capacities that you're not even aware of. Okay, so let me introduce you to 3 concepts, and then we'll explore them in movement. Okay, so this one, I'm going through all my textbooks. I'm studying with Svetlana Maskatova from Poland. So this one is Integration of Infant Dynamic and Postural Reflex Patterns. Isn't that a big mouthful? And what this has in it that I'm just focusing on today in some of my research is looking at the motor coordination systems. So how we integrate the different dynamics, so what I just talked about. And so we have a right and left side coordination. And I just want to read you this bit so then we'll go explore. The coordination system is the basis of development of movement, skills, and motor habits between left and right parts of the body. You've got your eyes for mono and binocular vision, hearing, mono and binaural hearing, as well as the coordination of left and right hands and legs and whole body gross motor abilities. This system has an influence on the function of bilateral sensory and motor organs, and this helps you with organizing your perception, brain processing, and motor response. So, you know when you have a day where things are just not going the way you thought it was going to go? And you go to try to do things and nothing works out so well? Okay, those are the days when something like this motor coordinating system isn't engaged. And we're like, oh, why is all this stuff happening to me? Because it's not engaged. Something happened that pulled some pieces apart. How can you put it back together? You use your Tai Chi. Okay, so we're talking about right and left coordination right now, which is going to help us processing right and left and working together. So it's across the corpus callosum, everything is dialoguing. Logical and creative sides are dialoguing and working together. Okay, that's important. So let's figure out the movement pattern. Let's do the movement pattern from the first 17, which is the brush knee sequence. So that has strum the pei pa and the brush knee. For those people learning it for the first time, it goes brush knee left, strum the pei pa. Brush knee left, right, left, strum the pei pa, brush knee left. So most of the time it's a left-sided brush knee. We only have one right-sided brush knee. Okay, usually I'm going off into the window and the dining room table. So I'm going to turn around and come the other way. So you're going to start off by opening the hands. Right hand is going to go back. And you're going to sink down into your right foot. And using the concepts of the last couple of days, nice deep breath, find your grounding, find into the foot, place the left foot straight forward, and this is going to be brush knee. So the hands come in, left hand is going to go down towards the knee, right hand keeps going, and then the right foot comes in half a step, push out of the left, sinks you back into the right, put out your left heel, and you see the hands coordinate to come together. Open. Excuse me. Step with the left foot, brush knee left. Twist step. You can see the coordination of right and left sides. Brush knee left. Sink. Twist step. brush knee left. Half a step, push back. Right, left heel goes out, sink. Open the hands. Step left foot, brush knee left. Okay, so you have that whole coordinating pattern and you can feel that push that we've talked about the last couple of days, off of one foot into the other foot, massaging back and forth, massaging the bubbling springs underneath we focused on yesterday, and that's sending information up the body, but then it goes across the brain and it has this conversation and it's coordinating right and left side. So let's try that one more time. And if you're seated, just cocking the arms, brush knee left, sink through. Half a step, push off the left into the right, heel goes out, sink. Open the hands, brush knee left, sink. Twist step. Step with the right foot, brush knee right. Twist step. Step with the left foot, brush knee left. Half a step, push back. Heel goes out. Sink. Open the hands, brush knee left. Oh, that felt even better. Okay. That would be one pattern that you could work on which could coordinate. Let's try another one. Let's go to the third part of the Tai Chi set, parting horse's mane. And let's go from carry the tiger to the mountain, whip out horizontal into parting horse. Okay, that just gives us a little bit more flow. So I'm going to turn and face the front here, and then I'll be facing you. So my arms are going to cross. I've opened both shoulder blades. I'm going to sink down into my feet, shift the weight into my right foot, turn the left toe, sink back, opening the spine, step with the right foot, so brush knee right. Bow and arrow back, sink into the left foot, palm to palm, open, sink into that left foot again. Two hands go out, sink back. Right side is going to turn. Whip comes out, horizontal, place the foot, and reach out. Sink back into the right, and you have hold the ball. Step, and this is going to expand, equal and opposite. In opposite directions, because this is also going to add different dimensions to it, because now we have front and back also. Open and expand. So we have a right and a left. We also have a front and a back. Comes out, hold the ball, and then this would be left grasp bird's tail. Okay. So now that I introduced that front back in there, it's got a little bit more advancement in that whole thing. Let's just talk about what that would mean, according to the big book. And front back. So this has an influence of adequately comprehending the surrounding world and the events and our own actions and words. Isn't that interesting? So if you don't have back dimension working so much, so if it was hard for you to put your hand to your foot behind you, then comprehending the surrounding world and its events, as well as your own actions and words, can be a challenge. And if it's functioning poorly, the body and the brain will be in a survival and reactionary mode. Protective reflexes will activate as a response to stress, and our ability to put attention on new information will be restricted. So if you are chronically challenged in that direction, you can see how anything going on around you, our world events, our present state of being, could put you into fight or flight, could put you into a higher stress level, could give you more mental challenge because you're not able to cope. And just by moving, you can change that. You can bring it into focus. I just absolutely love how the dynamics of Tai Chi just so simply brings it all into this beautiful package. Okay, so let's do that same movement again, but now you're thinking you've got a right and a left, and a right and a left. You also have a forward and a back. So we're going to integrate that in. Okay, so here goes. Open, sink into the right foot, turn the left side. Sink back to open the spine. Place the right foot, and you've got brush knee right. Push into that right foot, sinks you back. Palm to palm. I'm giggling because my knees, after just talking about that, just stopped hurting. This is crazy. Okay, whip to one side. It's crazy, but it feels fantastic. Sink. So now we're going to sink back into the right. Turn the toe. Hold the ball. And then reach out. So that's an expansion, both directions. Your steps are going forward from behind. Reach. Hold the ball. Reach. This feels actually quite nice. I always surprise myself because I think, oh yeah, it's functioning well for me. I do this all the time. No, it's not. I got all kinds of things going on in my life and it disrupts things, you know, just simple things. It's crazy. Okay, so let's do it one more time. See if it gets even smoother. So we have the coordination of right and left, the coordination of front and back, and we also have up and down. And that up and down I didn't talk about, but it's that compaction that's coming through the feet, and then it has the coordination of the arms with the feet, as well as the top half of the body with the bottom half of the body. Comes around, in, all the way through, whip to one side, place the foot and reach out. Sink into the right, turn and hold. Step and reach, hold. And I can tell you, you can feel it in my back actually. There's a little bit of change in that it's a little tight. It's not coordinating as much as I would like. Everything else feels good, but because I added that up down, there's a little conversation going on. Okay. Everything else coordinated nicely, but then I could feel right in the center of my back, right in this space, starting to tighten up as I brought in that third element. Okay, so let's talk about the third element. So this is up and down, how the top half of the body is working with the bottom half of the body. Okay. So the skills of the upper body are often used more than the skills of the lower body. And the ability of experiencing better and easier control of the upper body is presented through more precise motor coordination and influences the formation of rational thinking, the ability to plan, and the opportunity to control. Nobody understands that one. Okay, we are often less aware of the lower body, which represents our kinesthetic sphere, our automatic motor programming, spontaneous responses and movements, genetic motor memory, emotional responses, and feelings. And this one was really important to me because a lot of times if we don't process our emotions, then they reappear in places we don't want them. We wonder why, I don't know why I'm crying off the handle today, or I don't know why I reacted to that person saying that. I would never react, but today I'm reacting. And we can coordinate that by linking up the top half of the body to the bottom half of the body, which is amazing. We did it this way by rubbing here while the other hand was on the belly button. But now what we're going to do is we're actually going to link it up with the movement we just finished, which is why I brought that conversation in. So now we're linking up top half of the body to bottom half of the body. So let's use that same pattern. Carry the tiger, take a nice deep breath. The diaphragm and your breath is the center. So if you hold your breath and you're not getting that full breath in and it's not a nice relaxed breath, you'll notice it. Because the integration of the top half to the bottom half comes through that space. Okay, so here we are. Nice big breath in, turn the foot, and then sink back. Place the foot, brush knee right. Push back. Pushing forward. Sink back. Two hands go up. Sink back. So it's going to come around, whip to one side, nice big breath. Place that foot, reach out. Okay, sink back into the right. Hold the ball. Step and reach out. Hold the ball. So step with the right hand, expansion with the left. Step with the left, expansion out the right. Just to give you just some ways to think about that opposite. And then this is left grass bird's tail. Okay. So what I noticed with that was, as soon as I went to deep breathing, my back released. That tightness disappeared. That is a tightness that always shows up for me in that section of the set. When I do 108, there'll be a tightness that comes in when I get to Fair Ladies Shuttle and that particular sequence. So the lesson to learn from that for me is I need to make sure I'm deep breathing, but I also need that breathing to be relaxed and slow. And it was easy for me to just slow the set down and be in it. Okay, so that gives you a chance to explore that. Let's coordinate that into the movements, again from the Tai Chi set. This is from part 2, where we go fist underneath the elbow, and then we do ward off monkey moving backwards. So that will integrate our front back, our right and left, our up and down, because it's all in there. But it's going to give us a different movement because we'll actually specifically be moving backwards. The other moves, our foot is in the back, while the other foot is in the front. This one will actually transfer our weight back. Okay, so let's use this one. So I'm going to just face you. I've got my right heel, or my left heel out. So my foot is up on the heel, and the hand is going to come underneath. It sinks just as you open your spine. Drop down, let your hip relax. Palm is facing the front, and then the hip releases, open. Step back with your left foot, patois, and twist the ball of your right foot, and then open your spine. Sink. Open. Step back with the right. Sink. Open. Step back with the left. Sink. Open. Step back with the right. Sink. Open. I think I still have room. Step back with the left. Sink. And this would be open. Step back with your right, which would come around. Hold the ball. And then this would reach out. Step up to raise hands. Okay, so that gives you that little bit. All right, try it again. And I'm just going to move up a little bit. So you have your left heel out, fist is underneath the elbow. Open and expand. Step back with the left foot. Sink. Open. Sink. Open. Sink. Open. This would be step back with your right foot, into the right, over to the left, sink into that foot, step with your right foot, reach up. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, let's take the movement that comes from low cup, which also goes backwards. We finish standing on one foot, and then we block, and then we pull on the ox's tail, which has a little bit different action in it because you have this spiraling action, which comes through the tissue as well. And that's not part of the primary reflex discussion. However, it is extremely important to our Tai Chi practice. Okay, so the last move that we've done is the left hand is out in the field. The right hand is palm out to the field, and you've got your right knee up. And then you step Pakwa back, and you create a block. Turn the hand, and then pull. The other hand is pushing. So you have this beautiful move backwards, this open through the spine, this rise and fall through the body, which is right where that diaphragm is. And that comes through, and then this would kick and punch on the end. Okay? So again, talking about that diaphragm and the breath, keeping that breath nice and big, keeping the diaphragm dropping down. And then you'll notice in that action, you're doing a constant opening through the lower back. We talked about that too yesterday, I believe it was, about if you haven't felt your lower back open, then to do the action seated, because you'll start to feel it there sooner than you will if you're standing, to be able to find that. Okay, so I'm going to do this one more time standing, then I'll go and sit down, we'll play a little bit there too. Okay, so I'm stepping onto my left foot, raising my right, blocking. Step back with my right foot, sink. Now I'm going to let that spine go, and I'm going to just nice deep breaths and feel the spine open and expand with my actions. Open and expand. Sink. One more. Pulls back. And then this would come forward for a kick and punch. Okay, so let's do the same action seated. What I want you to notice is where that coordination feels. You're coming through all of that. Oops, I'll back it up a little bit. Okay, so it would have been left hand up, right hand, spruce, moon touches the top of the spruce tree, something like that. Okay, and then we don't normally pick up our foot, but that's where it would be. Okay, so then the hands change places. There's a block. You can feel your spine expand. This is going to pull in. This is a stretch up, so the spine lengthens. And then as the hand gets in, there's a drop. Hand turns. There's a lift. And then there's a drop. There's a lift. And then there's a lift into a drop. Fascinating, isn't it? Okay, so you have a little bit of movement you can feel when you're seated. You feel it more across the ribs. Right and left, you can feel that all the way down the back, and it comes through to the ribs in the front, so you're actually moving the whole rib cage back and forth, so you have your front back. But then you have this lift that takes you up, and then this sink that brings you down. So you have this lengthening that's going one direction, and then this contraction that brings you back. You know that's also energy building, and that's also very important. Okay, then we have the coordination of right and left. So let's try that again, now that we've got all those pieces in there. Okay, so this goes into the block. You feel that through your back. Turn the hand. It's going to pull towards you, and the other hand is going to go out. Turn the hand, pull it towards you. This has a rise, and then a sink. And then a rise, and then a sink. And then this would come up to do the kick and punch. And then there would be a spiral in there. And then there would be a kick and punch on the other side. And then there would be a spiral. Okay. So in the infant reflexes, they're not talking, there is spiraling action in there. At this point, they're not talking about it. But we have it so integrated into the movements that we do that we have all encompassing right in there. Now I'm going to bring in the feet. So I didn't talk about them because there was so much going on. But let's bring in the feet so we have a proper right and left coordination, but we also have an up and down coordination. Okay? So we start from here. Okay? And then the weight is going to go into the left foot to do the block. Then it's going to go into the right foot to give you the lift and the sink. Now you feel there's a spiral in there. Lift, left foot, sink. Right foot, sink. Left foot, sink. Kick and punch. Left foot, expand. Right foot, left. Right foot, expand. Okay. And the part that I had felt when I wasn't breathing, that center part there, I can now feel a little bit of tension above that, going towards the shoulder blades, but not quite. So what I'm going to remind myself of is to remember to breathe. So I'm just going to express that to you in case that comes up for you. Just seeing Jeanette's. Hey Jeanette, I'm glad you're here exploring these crazy concepts. Okay, so let's see from the block. Okay, so that's push into the right foot, and then this is going to block, push into the left foot. Spiral, pull back, push into the right foot, or awareness in the right foot. Left, nice deep breathing. Pull. Kick and punch. Expand. So that's the left foot into the right foot to get ready. Into the right foot to expand. Okay, so that gives you a chance to explore across there. Okay, so now let's go into low cup as well. So I can give you another example of the low cup set. That's in the first half that we spent a fair bit of time on last week. So that is where the hand is out, and then it sinks back, comes up over the top, and then this comes right through the center, expand. And then the left hand goes across while the right hand goes behind, turns over the top, turns and comes through. Then there's a hold the ball, and then an expansion, awareness in the right foot, cross, awareness in the left foot, cross. And we'll just stop there. Okay, so that'll give you just another little place that we can play. Okay, so left hand would be like a brush knee down to the left foot, and the right hand would have come across. And then the hand extends out, turns over, and as it does, the left hand is spiraling behind you with the palm down. The right hand comes past your face, turns to go up over the top, and then the hands come through, push out. Now the right hand is going to end up going behind while the left hand goes past your face. Turn it at the top. This is going to come through, push out. hold the ball, and then reach. Hold the ball, and then reach. And this would be away from the table. Oh, that was so beautiful. When you start linking up arms, feet, legs, and the center body all in that little space, it's just purely wonderful. Okay, so let's try it again and see if you can feel that spiraling link of all the pieces. Okay, so you've got the brush knee on the left, expansion of the hand, rolls back, comes up past your face, up, turn and spiral at the top. Everything lines up, comes out from the center, and you can feel the expansion come through your back. So now left foot has the awareness. It's going to come around, turn at the top, awareness into the right, brings you back to the center, and this is going to expand. Awareness into the left, awareness into the right, expand. Awareness into the left, expand. Awareness into the right, awareness into the left, awareness into the right. You can just feel that whole coordination coming into that space. Okay, let's try that same one standing up. I know we worked on it quite a bit. You're staying seated, that's great, it's right there. So let's go, that was the brush knee here. Okay, so we're going to be facing the right way for you. I'm just going to turn myself. So right foot is forward, left hand is down, pushing out. Sink into that right foot, push into the right, send you back to the left, and the hands spiral. This is going to come up past your face, turn all the way around with that right leg, step open with the left foot straight forward. This is going to go out and expand. Weight into that left foot, turn all the way around with the left, step open, expand. Open the hands, spiraling the right heel back, hold the ball, you'll come up. I'm just going to miss a light here. Step with the left foot, reach out, step with the right foot, reach out, and then this goes push into the right, sends you back, toe turns, push into the left, sends you back, and then stand with your feet together, and there's a rise and then a sink. Okay, I know it's hard to see my feet and all of that. Let's move it back maybe. Let's try it one more time. Okay. All right. Jeanette, I appreciate that you always put in the little message that you're there, because I no longer get the broadcasts of everybody's comments. So I'm missing that. And I used to have the little hearts and the high fives and thumbs up that would go up the screen, and this new format doesn't do that. So anyway, so I appreciate. So anybody else that's there, if you want me to recognize that you're there, please, just put something in the messaging, because it'll pop up for me. So, okay, so let's do this part again. So you have right foot forward, left hand down, slide back again a little bit so hopefully you can see better. Okay, so this is into the right, there's an expansion, push back into the left, sink. Hands are going to spiral around, turn the right toe, step open, and expand out, sink. Push into the left. This is going to bring you all the way around. Step open, just to move over, okay? Expand out. Spiral the right heel, the hands open, Weight goes onto the right. Touch the toe, and that allows you to spiral up to hold the ball. Sink spirals you down. Step with the left foot to expand. Hold the ball. Step with the right. Expand. And then this is going to push. Bring you back. Wiping the table. Turn your right toe. Push from the left into the right. Step together. Expand. Sink. That felt really quite nice. Okay, what I'm going to do is repeat it, but I'm going to face a different direction. So if there's something you're looking for you haven't been able to see, this will help. If you figured it out, just listen to my voice, don't try to watch, then hopefully you'll be able to really feel it. Okay, so I've got push into the right. Oops, sorry. Right hand is out, push down into the right. Sink back. The hand is going to hold back, come up, around the face. Left hand is behind you. Turn your right leg all the way around for a quarter turn. Step apart. Comes out the center. Weight goes into the right. That comes past your face. Turn and spiral the whole left side. Step open. This is going to go down and expand. Open. Hold the ball. Step with the left foot. Reach out. So there's your opposites. Hold the ball. Reach out. Sink from your right foot to wipe the table one direction. Turn your right toe straight. Sink to wipe the table the other direction. Plant your feet together, side by side anyway. Up, sink, and that's going to drop. Okay, excellent. All right, so that gives us some ways to play with all the different dimensions of the body. So to finish today, let's do the last part of low cup. And I know it's like a go-to that I always go to, but it's just so beautiful. And it's going to give us everything all in one plus one snake to finish off with. To be a great way to finish. Okay, so as you go about the rest of your day, just think about where you might be avoiding things because a dimension is not working. You might not be aware of that. And then you can bring that awareness back into your Tai Chi and reactivate anything that's not quite doing what it's supposed to do. Okay, so we have glide across. Okay, nice deep breath. Use the breath that we've talked about the last couple days. Go. Start back again. Hands should be gliding across. Step with the left foot. Glide across. Belly's going to move. Pakwa. Toe heel with the right. Pakwa. Gurgle, gurgle. Step with your heel. Your right foot is going to come around. Sink down into your right. Step, and this is going to bring the arm across. Feel that all the way through the hip. This is a very important link that the body is going to be doing to coordinate that top half to the bottom half. It's a beautiful move for our concept today. Step straight, comes up. Roll the hands, slide into that snake, heel goes down, open the hip, and then push off, rise. Sink. This goes palm across, palm across. And you can probably feel that through the back. Okay, and then I would step over, turn, and let that go. Sink. Okay, that puts me not facing you. Let's go back and assess where you're at. So, hand to foot. It's also easier to reach my foot. And then side. And then back. And you may notice you have a little bit more flexibility to actually reach all of those pieces. Okay, that gives you a new way to think about your Tai Chi and the all-encompassing role it has in our lives. So, enjoy. Please try and get outside, do some Tai Chi in the grass with the tree, down at the beach, in the sand, whatever works. And just bring some of nature in too, because that's also going to relax the body. Okay, have a wonderful day. Happy Monday. See you tomorrow for day 100. I'll see you then.